Good morning, guys. 6:13 on the dot. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are all having a great morning, afternoon, or night, wherever you are. And as you come in this morning, guys, please be sure to knock the dust out of your eyes and get ready for the day. Can you hear the music? Can you feel it? Honestly, Dylan, can you feel it is the question mark. Who, me? What's going on? Sim out, what's going on? Welcome to the channel. 6:13, guys. 9:13 somewhere. What time is it for you guys? I know it's 9:13 in Brooklyn. What's going on, Matthew? What's good, David? Great stream last night. Thank you very much. And nah, dude, Sean, that was an epic donation. Thank you very much. And yeah, we always see the charts, Dylan. We look at the charts every day, baby. Let's get a look in on the charts since Dylan is our chart man. Oh, we got a green stream today, guys. That's always exciting. Alright, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you guys all for joining the channel this morning. And yeah, man, if you guys all had a chance to join in last night to the XRP Zoo, we had a great time. It was epic. And they joke around a lot and they have a great time. It was a lot of fun to be on there with those guys, man, with Kickboy and, you know, Malpass and Bones and Bones' kid, Little Bones. That was definitely a good time. I appreciate everybody coming by and supporting another Ripple Effect, and of course the XRP Zoo. They have a great thing going on there. Let's get this going on. Oh, we got the monetization today, guys. They can't slow us down. 12 people in here coming in early. You know, that's one of the things that I really liked about their setup is they're very professional. You know, I mean, they got the intro, the outro, they got their background music playing, and you know, yeah, they put me on the spot with singing. And Sean Schaefer came through with like a $10 donation or something like that. That was pretty cool. And yeah, we're all trying to have fun in this space, and so getting an opportunity to come on here, guys, and just horse around with you and sing some songs and talk about some crypto is definitely a great time for me, man. And I definitely appreciate everything you guys do for my channel here. Let's see if we can get these notifications sent out. Ah, you know what? That's what we should do is I'll share this. They put me in the XRP Zoo, in the actual zoo, so I'm going to send a message to the people in the zoo right now. Let's see. How can we do this? Oh, here we go. I'm just trying to, you know, you guys know that I suck with this technology thing. Boom, there it is. And we are live. No, that's what Alex Cobb says. We can't say that. Anyway, guys. Oh, did you guys see what's happening here with InGen? InGen is up 60+%. I think it's still climbing, actually. Okay, I gotta tell you, Coin360, whatever this chart is, it actually is the worst. I mean, you guys have got to change these charts. I mean, what in the world? 1 hour chart. Yeah, that's bad. This is it's they're more fun to look at in this capacity rather than the boring looking charts that they have. They have to really change that. Let's see what's going on in XRP this morning. At work, just popped in to say hi and give support. Thank you very much, 23. I appreciate that. It was fun. It was fun yesterday seeing all the comments and all the interaction on the Zoo channel. But definitely, thanks for coming in, guys. And please do share this video if you guys have a chance. Good morning. After we moon, are you still going to continue your channel so we can all talk about how rich we are? That is, yeah, I would imagine that a lot of the channels are still going to be going. No question. And I said it yesterday in the stream with Zoo that when it moons and a lot of people are trying to figure out what the time frames are, like, you know, with Tim and everybody has their exit strategies and their time frames. But it's not about just being locked into your time frames, guys. You have to really be willing to have the staying power at the same time. Be ready to get out. I mean, if it mooned today, you're not going to see me holding my bag for 30 years. That's 100% the case. So, Tony Bowers, good morning, and Josh, welcome to the show. Pre-Pro Tuck, thank you very much. Crypto Occasion coming in this early with the crawfish. Thank you for keeping us all fed. I actually don't eat crawfish. I don't eat lobster, crawfish, bacon, pork, you know, things like that. But I want to get into the information, guys. It looks like we've got 13 people. Let me know if you guys, because I've got 19 and 13. Let me know how many people you see. And if you guys have the opportunity to share this out on your Twitters or in your private groups, definitely appreciated. Thank you very, very much. And I pulled this article up today, guys. Boom. Now you see, now it jumped to 18. Now we're flying. I'm going to leave now, David. I'll be back in a little while. I need to chastise somebody on Twitter. Go handle it, man. We don't have time for those knuckleheads, you know. I wanted to pull this up because as we move forward, guys, Noah, good morning. As we move forward into the next stage, and we bring this up a lot, guys, the next stage of financial evolution, we have to take a step back and figure out what it was that all of these companies that were participating in the markets were doing during the previous time of evolution after the 2008 recession. Good morning, Miss Connie. Thank you for joining in, and I appreciate you guys all coming yesterday and supporting. It seemed like we had a big, strong wrench game yesterday in the Zooville chat, so I really do appreciate it. What I want to do, guys, is go over the total penalties for Deutsche Bank since the year 2000, all right? $12.5 billion. That means they paid, I think we're at 130 billion. They paid like a tenth. They paid a tenth of the entire cryptocurrency valuation in fines. And we're going to go through what some of these fines are. I don't even know if you guys can see the whole chart. Can you? Okay, it looks like you're all in and ready to go. Oh, Miss Teresa's in the house. Got to wipe that. See, I tell you guys to wipe the sleep out of your eyes, and I don't even do it for myself. Goodness gracious. The number of records, 32, and I'm going to try not to get too carried away here, but 32 records, okay? Top 10 primary offense types, and you can see here how many times they have done those offenses, guys. Toxic securities abuse. Just look at this number, guys. $9.5 billion. Interest rate benchmark manipulation, tax violation, investor protection violations, securities issuance or trading violation, banking violation, anti-money laundering deficiencies, data submission deficiencies, accounting fraud or deficiencies, energy market manipulation. You guys, we're not discussing an XRP or a Ripple securities lawsuit. We're not discussing something so small as the XRP or Ripple lawsuit. This is massive. These are solidified cases that have been paid out. I don't know if you can click these. I wonder if it gives you a breakdown. Oh yeah, you see 2017, 2018. Well, let's see. Securities issuance or trading violation. You guys, if you don't think that they have the capability of A, coming into cryptocurrency, and then B, attempting to manipulate it and not mind being completely fined for it, I believe you're misleading yourself in thinking that these future financial companies are not gonna be adopting the blockchain or utilizing that technology. It is not gonna be the case. What is gonna end up happening, guys, to be honest with you, is these companies are already adopting the blockchain. These companies in the background are doing everything that they can to get their platforms ready to start to manipulate the business. And that's why for a long time I've said that I don't necessarily like the fact that the big companies are going to be getting in, outside of the fact that they're going to be giving mainstream usage and acceptance to Happy Women's Day. Boom. There we go. They're going to be giving acceptance and usage to their clients, and that's the only benefit, is that we are already in. So once they bring in James Malpass from the zoo, welcome to the stream, baby boy. Thank you for coming in. And today's Women's Day, just in case you didn't know, Senor Malpass, go grab your wife and give her a big old fat kiss. Not a fat kiss, you know, just like a regular kiss. But definitely Teresa, Miss Connie, all of our XRP Lady Wrench gang, thank you guys very much for doing what you do for us. Because like I said before, you guys allow us to be able to focus on cryptocurrency. You allow us the opportunity to build the future for our children and our future generations. So definitely happy Ladies' Day. No question. Never be limited by other people's limited imaginations. Let's see what we got here. Feet. What I do need them for if I have, what do I need them? I can't even read today, guys. I can't even read today, but it is Happy Woman's Day, no question. The golden age is coming to an end. That's right. I think that's a reference to Teresa's. Dude, honestly, Teresa, your Twitter is going to blow up. You be sure to keep sharing me because I feel like you're going to be one of the bosses here soon. No question. And I love that picture you posted with that rainbow flying through your feet. And definitely welcome Mr. James Malpass, guys, to the stream, who graciously had me on their XRP Zooville. Zooville was happening yesterday, and it was a lot of fun, guys. It really was. Let's get a look back here on the markets. As you guys can see here, we've got a red stream, and Jungle Inc. is in the house. Definitely. I be pressing. Nice call 4 days back on InGen. That's paying off nicely for sure. I actually sold out the InGen and I missed the 60 today, but I reacquired the position kind of hoping. But yeah, we saw, and for all of those who didn't sell the position, you know, we made a tremendous amount of money. All of those who either bought into InGen when we said it and sold out or didn't sell out, you would have exercised another 60%. Let's open up again these shitty charts, man. Oh, yeah. But yeah, you can see here, man, InGen, I don't know what you're supposed to see here. This is literally the worst chart I've seen in the light. Just take the compliments, Connie. Connie needs to start taking these compliments. Connie is boss. So thank you guys very much for joining. Hey, we got the green stream back. Please hit the like and the subscribe. I definitely appreciate y'all coming through. And where's all those Twitter notifications, man? Definitely, guys, be sure to share this out on your Twitter feeds while we are going. And as you can see, a good portion of the title today, guys, is banning cashless companies. I didn't necessarily think that this was going to be such a big part of today's video in regards to the penalties. Tupac's in the house. Can we get a little ghetto gospel? That's right. I need a spot for us all where we could go in Thug's Mansion. That's right, guys. I need a spot where we can kick it. Anyway, so I wasn't planning on getting into Bob Moneybags. Thank you for coming in. I really do appreciate it. Like and love the videos. Go to class. If you don't have time to join this class, be sure to go to somebody else's class later, guys. The way that I look at this is definitely like giving class. Ghetto gospel, baby. I like giving lessons, and I like hearing lessons from you guys. No question. So I appreciate all of the intellectual conversation that you guys start down below. And Malpass gave me actually a really big compliment yesterday when he called me educated. No, sorry, it was Kickboy that said that, but it means a lot to me because I took a lot of time, guys. I spent a lot of time really trying to figure out the ins and outs of these markets and the history of finances. So for anyone outside of my family to not just feel accosted and berated by me is really important, guys, because I used to really have a hard, sharp edge on me that wouldn't have been able to participate in certain conversations. So I'm very honored that Zoo had me on and that they had such nice things to say during the stream, baby. That's for sure. Doug, welcome. Mr. Freak and Mr. B. That is right. Swagville for sure, guys. Good morning. If your beard gets a little longer, you're going to look like the guy from the movie 300. Sparta! You know, but I got to start working out for that. Anyway, Stevo, Dav, what is going on? And somebody in the chat, I think yesterday, said that, and I said that I'm going to try not to shave my beard, guys, until Moonville. And in my own mind, I think Moonville is going to be something different. So, don't really know when I'm going to shave it, but I'm going to have to pick a number. But somebody said in the chat yesterday that if I kept the beard growing, then eventually I would look like Moses, which I thought, again, was like the highest compliment. I'm like, damn, how much higher can you ask me to want to look like? I mean, that's pretty tight. Teresa, hi there. So did you find your Teresa? People love your Twitter. Hey, dude, what's your thought about SBI launch? Can't find anything official about it's delayed. I'll be completely honest with you guys. As far as finding official words, I mean, I can even go on right now and I tried to find an official Samsung statement for the release of NGen, for the release of the fact that there's 60% increase. You can't really find official statements that easily. And a lot of people somehow have the ability to translate certain messages somehow. They use Google Translate. But they translate messages like Crypto Eddie, and as soon as they translate a message, the message they translated either gets pulled down, it gets changed, the news changes. I mean, literally, we live in a minute to minute to minute to minute cycle, which means if you're finding out news 1 minute, 25 seconds later, guys, it almost is irrelevant. I mean, it's almost irrelevant that NGen is partnered with Samsung right now, unless new news, continuing education. We must continue to learn, which is why it's important, guys, to come to these channels every day to continue to learn. Digital Nomad Investor, DNI, thank you very much. Andreas Hilborough, thank you very much for the comments, guys. DNI, for SBI, just wait until Crypto Eddie digs it up. But if we're waiting for Crypto Eddie to dig it up, that means it's already sitting there. That means the information's already there, and for some reason, the company itself is not throwing the information out to the masses. Now, the question's got to be is, what's the point of misleading the general public? What's the point of neither Samsung nor NGen coming out and denying nor confirming that claim, letting the NGen coin go on a 250% rise, which is exactly what it's done up until this point. Now, if you ask me, I do believe that there is more room to climb. The more this news goes around the world, because at this point, it's only 7 hours old, 8 hours old, which means there's still a grip of people that don't have any effing clue that NGen is either officially partnered or not. There's still people that are kind of sitting back there. Now, I messed up. I lost 60% by selling out my... And I told you guys, it's a big lesson that we've got to learn here with 45 of you guys in here. It's a big lesson. Thank you, Borislav. It's a big lesson we have to learn, guys, is that you're never going to catch the trade. I don't care who you are and what you do and what you think you know. I mean, unless you're an algorithmic bot trader that thinks that their bot is trading on the front, you're never going to get in front of it, guys. I moved out of NGen because I thought the NGen push was done. I moved from NGen into Binance Coin. Binance Coin went up a little bit. I moved from Binance Coin to Tron. I moved out of Tron back into Bitcoin. So it's just an evolving door of you're never going to be able to catch it. So that's why it's important, guys, to have your bag solidified. Know what you're doing with your bag, when, why, and where. Who, what, when, why, and where. That's what they say. You must know all of those things. Who, what, when, why, and where. Stop, drop, and roll. No question. In regards to cashless, Philadelphia bans cashless businesses, and they are bad for Bitcoin. This is what I'm not even going to get into the article too much, guys, because it seems like to pass a law against not accepting cash. And the governments all over the world, guys, are going to have to do that. They're going to have to start to prevent people from doing this. They're going to have to prevent people from going into a cashless society. So, in order to prevent people from going into a cashless society, let's read into what a cashless society is in a second. But in order to stop people from going cashless, what will they need to do? They will need to make it illegal to ban the use of cash. Now, if you can imagine, we spoke about this before, a small mom and pop shop that doesn't normally accept cash being required to start accepting cash is going to have extra hours on their books, bigger bank fees, all of these, everything is going to exponentially increase. They're going to have to sit down at the end of the day, hand count their money, pray that they didn't get any fake bills, get to the bank in a safe manner. Everything about cryptocurrency and digital ledgers is ultimately a million times safer than using cash. Have you guys never seen a video or something of somebody getting robbed outside of a bank or getting accosted in their driveway or whatever it is. I mean, these things happen. So to leave your entire portfolio on your phone, to have all of your cash from the end of a business day in a little bag that you're going to get in your little Honda and drive your little car to the little bank to drop off your little bit of money. That's not the way of the future, guys. The way of the future is preservation of health and wealth, okay, and security. That is the direction. Oh, got to do a little screenshot because we're getting a Facebook message right now while we're live. So I'll send her a message and let her know we are live. But I won't show her face to you because that would be rude. It's not one of our followers, don't worry. Ken, thank you very much. She says, I've decided I'm no longer supporting any religious institutions that don't marry gays. Oh, I read that out loud. Oops. Okay, I officially read that out loud on my live stream at the 20-minute mark. So you could feel free to come and join in. And your comment might start a little bit of a conversation here. Holy shit. Lawrence XRP. Good morning, my California brother. And you know what? Thank you, Mr. Lawrence, for joining in to the stream yesterday. Connie, you deserve this song. Thanks, bro. XRP Simba from Uganda. We're so proud of you. Let's see the beard shaven soonest. Definitely. Oh my gosh, guys. If this thing just keeps growing, it's going to get freaking hectic. Anyway, cashless societies. There's only a few ways to do it, guys. And what Philadelphia is trying to do is one of the ways to preserve the governmental control, the mental control, the mind control of the masses, guys. A cashless society describes an economic state whereby financial transactions are not conducted with money in the physical form of banknotes or coins, but rather through the transfer of digital information between the transacting parties. Cashless societies have existed from the time when human society came into existence. And we brought this up. I brought this up yesterday, guys, in the zoo. In the zoo, guys, we brought this up. Is that that gold and silver has been the longest, most referenced mainstay of finances, of currency, okay? We have to kind of address what it's going to be going forward. See, we're in this weird gray area right now, guys, kind of like cryptocurrency is in a gray area, but we're in a gray area with cash in and of itself, okay? The gray area that we're in, guys, is that cash has only existed in this backless capacity for so long, right? We've only had this gold and silver removed from the controlling of our currency for X number of years. Let's say since the end of World War I, okay? Britain, you guys got to focus here. I'm at 51 of you in here. Probably a bunch of new cats in here. 54 of you in here, man. The way that it went down, Britain was the world reserve currency. Britain was America during World War I. Britain was the central hub of commerce. Understand what I'm telling you. Not America. It was not America. There was not a time before World War I where America was looked at it as a superpower or a controlling member of commodities or technology or business or growth. It was Europe. It was European based. It was coming from the Middle East and it was landing in Britain and spreading around. Britain during World War I was the last country to take themselves off of the gold standard, which means Britain held their gold as close to their vest as they could. But as soon as Britain took themselves off the gold standard, I think it was Britain that was the last one. As soon as they took themselves off the gold standard, everything started to crash. Their economy crashed, their currency crashed, everything started to fall. Now what happened then is America stepped up, started to issue the new reserve currency. So we have to imagine, we have to hypothesize, guys, going forward, what's going to be the next reserve currency. That's why a lot of people discuss, oh, this is a song that, okay, a lot of people discuss, let's make sure that's paused. Okay, it is paused. Thank you very much, Teresa. We'll check that out in a second. Anyway, so it's inevitable, guys. It's inevitable. All fiat currency crashes. 100% of all paper currencies go to zero, from the first one created to the last one that's going to be created, because it seems like we're coming into a time, guys, where paper fiat currencies, guys, like this kind of fiat currency is not going to be able to be sustainable. No joke, guys. 51 in the chat, 11 likes. Support the hard work. Thank you very much, Ken. I really do appreciate that. Cash is going to vanish, guys. No question. You got to be on the right side of history. No question. Definitely. Good morning. Good morning. That's right. Organized religion is a control mechanism. IB Preston, getting it in. How many cash-only service-related businesses do you think just don't report a decent bit because it's cash? A lot. I mean, I used to work at a marijuana store when I was a kid, and a majority of what was sold in that store was sold under the books, cash walking out the back door. So yeah, there's a lot of issues going forward about whether or not we're going to start to blockchain track every single piece of marijuana that's sold and every alcohol bottle that's sold, and track every single thing that's sold, just so that we can know exactly the direction that this world is going. Definitely fear the beard. Oh, your big brother's back. That's right. You are welcome, and I'm proud of you, my XRP sister. Crypto Kev, good morning all. Brooklyn is definitely in the house. Sarah, thank you very much for coming in. I do appreciate having you here. Sarah Maruma. Sarah Maruma. X marks the spot. Very, very much appreciated. And we are preaching that financial history, guys. No question. Please hit the likes. Hello to all coming in. Thank you, Teresa. Tony, I just spit out my coffee. Great, Tony. Well, we're going to have to buy Spanish Fly and alarm clock. That's right. Hey, by the way, I did see that episode that Spanish Fly did on the zoo, by the way. Epic. It's great, and I said this on Zoo yesterday, guys. It's really exciting for me to pull back the veil of anonymity that exists on the channel, because as I'm sitting here with my face directly in your faces, guys, I don't really know what any of your faces look like. I don't know what any of your voices sound like. So being able to see Digital Nomad Investor and Spanish Fly and all the other participants in Zoo and all of the other channels that come out and reveal themselves to the community, it's much appreciated, because one way you can really build a connection with somebody is looking at them in their face, and instead of being triggered by a name, when you see that name, you remember what that person looks like. You remember what their passions are. And that's one of my goals in life, guys, is to really bridge these communities, pull back that veil of anonymity. And that's why if we send messages on Twitter and blah, 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 I don't mind getting a video message. Oh, it's back. Stream complete. But it says we're still going, and the stream's back. Oh, well. So that is, okay, Cashless Society, gone. Let's see what... Jack Johnson, Angel. Jack Johnson is very good. Let's get into a little bit of this news today, guys. Yeah, the lag. I saw it. I saw it. The stream popped out. We lost a bunch of people, but InGen gains 400% in a fortnight as Samsung creates euphoria in the cryptocurrency market, guys. Just go to my Insta. That's right, guys. 50 people back again. You see, that's great. The stream goes out. The stream comes in. Thank you guys all for joining in. For all those who did not buy InGen, we should have been able to do enough research between all of us. We should have been able to do this research while be able to find out that it was going to be official, lock in all of our profits. I had a friend at T-Mobile who used to work at T-Mobile who now works at Tesla, who I messaged multiple times, guys, about trying to figure out what this deal was with the Samsung wallet. And he pretty much, just like everybody else, just like all the other stupid idiots in our lives that don't know how to see into the future, they just discredit it. They instantaneously discredit it. And his thing was like, boom, instantly, no, it's not going to happen. Samsung's not going to do that. And he probably never looked into it, doesn't know what crypto is. So if we're going to be basing what we're doing off of the nascency and the lackings in other people outside of this technology, then we're going to be setting ourselves up to miss the major moves. If you meet up with somebody tomorrow that tells you XRP is going down, and then you sell your XRP and then it goes up, just like I sold my InGen and it went up 60%, I lost that 60% because of my own inconsistencies based on external factors. Like I said yesterday, don't let the external influencers affect you internally. You must have the conviction and the fortitude to stand on your foundation, guys. Bitcoin has a surprising chief cheerleader. Bitcoin, which seems to be as interesting to the Silicon Valley tech crowd as it does to the financial services sector lately, has found its biggest cheerleader in the form of Jack Dorsey. And we heard yesterday, guys, that he is buying the maximum, okay? He's buying the maximum through Cash App per week, so 10,000 a week, all right? Now, I don't know about you guys, but that 1 week of purchases for Jack Dorsey already outweighs my entire bag by multiples, right? So there are people coming into this space that are already rich, that are already wealthy, that don't necessarily need 15 or 20 or 30x. They might be fine with 3x or 2x. The longer that we are in this, I don't want to say bear cycle, but the longer that we're in this consistent, solid, even-keeled trend, the longer wealthy-ass people like that are going to be buying up all the cheap shares. Then, when the Moonville starts to happen, they're going to be able to cut Moonville off at the knees. Unless we take advantage of the fact that they are not, all of the Jack Dorseys are not involved or invested yet and buying up all of the excess Bitcoin, because I guarantee you, thank you very much, Robin, Trust Your Gut, and Ed French, thanks for coming in, man. I do appreciate that. All the Jack Dorseys are not in yet, and they're just buying, and they're buying, and they don't care about the price. They don't give a shit. They really don't. It doesn't matter to them. It doesn't matter if Bitcoin's up 10, down 10, over sideways 100 days, down sideways 30 days. It doesn't matter, guys. They're just going to keep adding and keep adding and keep adding. And at that day that their profit is the way that they want it, it's gone. They're going to move into something else, and it's not going to matter. So, Crypto Kev, not investment advice. I suggest owning at least some Bitcoin. 1 BTC would be good to have, but a lot cannot do that. Totally understandable. Great point you're bringing up. Honestly, that's a great point. And I had that part of my conversation yesterday with my neighbor, the guy who lives in the house behind me. My first conversation with him, actually, because he just moved in. And we discussed the 401ks and the stock market's going down and currency revaluations. And he talked about how his wife lost $5,000 in her 401k during that little downturn in the stock market recently, when that's just a little glitch, right? But we were discussing that exactly is the lack of understanding that exists within the cryptocurrency space is massive. What could you imagine was the first thing that he said to me when I asked him, do you know about cryptocurrency? Have you heard about cryptocurrency or Bitcoin? And his response is like, yeah, but isn't that dead? Wasn't that like way up here and now it's like, what's it worth now? That's the response. And I'm sure that if you ask anybody who is outside of the core 57 today, they're not going to have an idea or an ability to tell you what it is or why. Or the fact that when you pull up a chart like this, you've got things like XRP that are 31 cents, and you've got things like Bitcoin that are 3,900 cents. So what, I mean, how can we help them bridge the gap? Honestly, how do we help them bridge the lacking in their understandings in the fact that Bitcoin didn't die, consistently see bull and bear markets, it's not really going anywhere. The thing that is going to go somewhere is your traditional cash markets and systems that are going to be evolving to be fully, completely digitized. Can you counterfeit Bitcoin? Can you counterfeit Dash? Can you counterfeit XRP? Can you counterfeit EOS? How about Tron? Can you go up and start a computer and create a bunch of fake Tron? The answer is no. But if you pulled up every single cash currency that ever existed, they all can be counterfeited. They all have been counterfeited. And even when we were on a gold and silver, even when we were on a gold and silver standard, even before cash, the Romans, let's see if Roman gold melt. I wonder what that says. But yeah, so what ended up happening, guys, 55 of you in here. What a bunch of sick bastards, man. I love you guys. Thank you so much. What was ending up happening, guys, is in Rome, okay, so what happened, that's cool that they give you the coin here. What happened in Rome, guys, is that, let's put it this way. The way that it is now versus the way that it was then. Let's just imagine this coin is gold or silver, which it probably is one or the other. You issue out that gold or silver coin with, let's say, 1 gram of gold or silver in it. And you use that gram of gold or silver to transact business and to have fungibility and, you know, storability and value. But they're running out of money. They need more coins. There's more people coming in. There's more things that need to spend it on. They need to make the coins smaller. What they did, they took all the coins back out of circulation, which is exactly what they do with cash. They took all of the coins back out of circulation, threw them all into a huge melting pot, melted all the gold down, and added in bronze and copper. And then reissued the same coins, not telling the people that their gold coin was now filled with gold and some copper. And then again, 4, 5, 10, 20 years later, whatever it is, they pull back in the coins, they melt them down, throw in some more bronze, and then inevitably and eventually the coins themselves are just like, I literally don't have any change in my pocket, but the coins themselves that were once 100% gold are now 0% gold, completely made of copper and zinc. That's the direction we went with fiat currency, guys. That's the direction that we went here. Okay, when cash was created, when people started to issue promissory notes, I need you guys to look this up. When people started to issue promissory notes, the question is, why would you be given a promissory note? Why would you have something like this? You better give me some detail here. I want you guys to read this, okay? I need you guys to focus on what this says. Compare this. Everybody, pull out a bill from your pocket right now. Pull out a bill from your pocket and notice what the difference is. First of all, we got to notice the year of this bill. This is a 1800, I think, 1899. This bill is from 1899. Focus on what it says here, guys. Silver certificate. This is the point we've got to get to. This certificate, this certifies that there have been deposited in the treasury of the United States of America. Where does it say? Payable to the bearer. This one's confusing. This is a very beautiful bill, though. The other ones are easy. I'll give you guys an easier one to look at. That Indian one is a little too beautiful, for sure. Hold on. Let's get to the dollar one. This one's a little easier. This certifies that there is on deposit in the Treasury of the United States of America $1 in silver payable to the bearer on demand. There's the difference, guys. There's the difference, is that this bill right here versus this shit in my pocket right now. I literally don't have any money on me at all. You guys understand. This is the way it was. This is the difference between melting all the gold coins down. This is 1935, okay? This is after the start of us becoming insolvent and basically melting down our bills. So there's another piece of the difference, guys. This is the 1899 bill. So this $5. Okay, we look up a gold certificate. You guys will be more excited about gold. Miss Teresa's on that gold bit today. Happy birthday, Spanish Fly, man. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Spanish Fly. Happy birthday to you. Anyway, I loved your episode with the zoo. Gold certificate. Gold certificate. Boom. You guys got to see this. Boom. Holy shit. Have you guys ever seen this before? This is the way it used to be. I need you guys to focus on this. This is the way it used to be. This is not the way it is now. For those of you looking at a bill in your pocket, this is not the way it is now. The way that it is now is nothing is backing the asset. Notice the difference. The United States of America. This certificate is legal tender in the amount thereof in payment of all debts and dues, public and private. $10,000 in gold payable to the bearer on demand as authorized by law. This is a real United States bill. This really existed in 1934. So from 1934 evolving up to 1964, from 1913 to 1964, after the Bretton Woods Accord, after all of this crap with our currency and our economies, this is what we end up getting into. This situation here, where the gold and the silver, you guys might be misunderstanding what I'm telling you. Every single bank in America, if you had a bank account, your bank held physical gold and silver on your behalf. Not like today, where your banks hold vaults full of paper with nothing. Understand when I say with nothing backing them. The dollar bill that you have in your pocket today is only worth what people are willing to sell you for it. This $10,000 bill, if it didn't get removed from circulation and melted down, would be worth $10,000 in gold. Still today. There's nothing backing our currency, guys. You are in a free fall, bottomless pit of currency. So this is what I'm saying. What's going to be the next digital version of how to track, trace, and store your currency, backing it by gold and silver? That I'm going to digress, guys. Get off this InGen article. Close tab. Let's go to Forbes. Close this stupid Jack Dorsey article. We're moving. 42 minutes in. 62 people in here. 63 people in here. You guys, please do take that 1 second. Or I was told that it was actually 4 seconds, but it's only 1 second. Please do click the subscribe button. I really do appreciate it. And if you guys have not had a chance, please do be sure to check out XRP Zoo. They had me on yesterday, and it was a really good time. Unfortunately, Kickboy had some things he had to do, so we were only able to go for an hour, but I do hope to get back onto Zoo at some point in the future. XRP price analysis. The floodgates may open if Ripple breaks above. If Ripple breaks above 33 cents, it's like people's objective is just to piss us off sometimes. Spanish, by the way, I told everybody we went on a date to the moon. Despite this sluggish market movement, Ripple continues to trade within a wide ascending price channel, and a break above 33 cents could see a potential surge toward the top of the trading channel around 36 cents. I was asked this yesterday on the Zoo, guys, is that do I follow charts and do I like? Yeah, I love charts, man. I love charts on things that are consistent and solidified. Blue chip stock charting is fine. If you're trying to chart in unknown waters, if you're trying to be Christopher Columbus and plotting your way through the waters with your compass out, trying to figure it out by the moon and by the stars and by the weather and by the wind, no, we can't do that. There's not enough solidification within this space right now, guys, for me to give official credit or credence to technical analysis. So I'm going to not try to get into this technical analysis too much because what they're calling is that there's a possibility for a bottom end drop or a top end fly, meaning if we continue to hit the bottom end of this wedge, for us to break out to the bottom side is definitely possible. But if we can continue to float in the middle of the wedge and then break towards the top side of this wedge and stay in that channel, that we have an opportunity to continue in that channel and or see a massive breakout. But what the F does that mean? Does that mean if right here was right when Coinbase came out with their news and said that XRP is now being removed from the platform, that this wedge, the reason that this wedge was building up was because we were all waiting for Coinbase to come in and break the wedge? No. Technical analysis really, honestly, sometimes is just a bunch of bullshit. Ripple news. Ripple teams up with Tipping Point community against poverty, giving away $1 million for charity. So I wanted to bring this up, guys, because InGen, wow, is it still going? I hope so, because I rebought into my purchase this morning. 664. Yes, it is still going. Thank you, InGen. All right. Back up to 664 on the portfolio, guys. Like I told you, we had that $500 that we put into InGen and moved it out and moved it back in and moved it back out, moved it back in. But now we're back in. So let's see what happens. Hopefully InGen can continue. Steven Jackson, thank you very much from the UK. I really do appreciate you coming in, man. If you guys have the opportunity to help us blow up in your country, in your language, please do, man. Please, please do. And for all of those who bought InGen because I told you to do that, congratulations. I'm very happy for you guys because it's great to be given good news, man. Did we see the article of Alpha Bank in Russia joining the R3 consortium? Another XRP use case, guys. One after the next after the next. With this being said, in regards to Ripple giving away XRP to help fund the impoverished people, that's the direction we're trying to go, guys. I've told you guys this before. One of the things that I want to do on this channel, and I don't know how to really get it accomplished, whether or not we can get into a partnership with Wirex or with Spend or whoever it would be, and then literally just get, let's say, 100 Spend Visa cards, or if we could create a temporary debit card that was filled with cryptocurrency, $5, $10, $6 with cryptocurrency, and then deliver those cards into the poverty-ridden communities around Los Angeles. We could say we could go to Skid Row, and we could do a day where we give out those cards to people in Skid Row. And yeah, I think that would be such a blessing for us to be able to start to utilize this community and this space ultimately for all of the positive that we know that it is going to be good for. I mean, we know that XRP is going to be utilized to create banking in third world countries that have no access to banking. We know that it's going to open up payment rails between lower end banks and higher end banks to try to bridge that gap, to try to lessen the divide between the rich and the poor. XRP is kind of like Robinhood, not the trading platform, the man in tights. XRP is here to steal from the rich and give back to the poor. Not to say that we are the poor, but inevitably the trickle-down effect, guys, of what XRP is going to provide for the world, or what cryptocurrency is in general going to provide for the world, whatever the coin is that you happen to love, that's going to be the tipping point, as I see it in front of me. That's going to be the tipping point and the catalyst moving ourselves out of this fiat, unbacked fiat world and realm that we live in now. So I want to try and get in touch with Ripple or Tipping Point and see, or Wirex, and see what the possibility of us getting a payment card delivered to people under their doors or in their mailboxes to help give back 1 XRP at a time, 1 drop at a time, as Borislav loves to do. And definitely happy birthday, Spanish. That's me, Ripple Rob, baby. Connie, you're fast. InGen, definitely. I'm covering quick, guys, because I want to try and keep under the 1 hour mark today. As you know, 3 ways blockchain is a supply. 3 ways blockchain is a supply chain's best friend. It's nothing short of magic, really, the way global trading partners do business. The problems are obvious and acute. Massive complexity exacerbated by enormous. Oh, see? Okay, let me read that again. Hold on. Massive complexity exacerbated by an enormous amount of manual, still mostly paper-oriented processes. Getting back into the paper, guys. The paper. which is why blockchain, the network distributed ledger technology, is gaining relevance in today's global supply chains. And we've spoken about this many times, guys, in regards to tracking food or products or vehicles or animals or bugs. All of those things can be adopted onto the blockchain and utilized on the distributed ledger technologies. One of the main points that I think we're going to have to address going forward is making sure that the cryptocurrency companies themselves have the opportunity to own the telecommunications companies that they do business on, and give those platforms, those telecommunication platforms, 24/7, fail-proof, bomb-proof, that kind of thing. That's the direction we got to go with blockchain. Blockchain has to be so concrete and solidified that a war or a bomb or a power outage cannot turn it off. That's going to be, well, people don't like that. People don't like the conversation about things ceasing to work, because in order for us to stay in the mind frame of XRP is going to go 1,500 XR money. That's why you'll see people running away when we bring up self-worth and things actually going wrong, because a lot of people don't want to hear the negative news. A lot of people are really, and I say this a lot, only interested in hearing the positive news. So you got to understand, we have to be self-sufficient, guys. We have to be able to put ourselves on the side of all those systems, not in the same system with them. So if we're basically partnering up now, one of the reasons that I heard SBI was delayed, and we're going to kind of get into that now, is that they were, I believe that the SBI ledger was going to be done fully through the Amazon cloud, which I think is what Coinbase runs off of as well. I heard a little bit about this. And in regards to it running off of the cloud, maybe that they took a step back and they're like, look, we don't want to be completely required, or what's the word I'm looking for? We don't want to be restricted in usage. No, that's not the word. But anyway, please do hit the like and the subscribe button. Thank you, Miss Connie. So anyway, we have to get sorry, I'm going to start losing people because my mind is starting to shut down with 9 minutes left in this stream. I do appreciate you guys coming by today, but blockchain is definitely going to be the future. Tracking your food, tracking your people, tracking your cars, tracking everything. I mean, honestly, we are kind of moving more into that Orwellian Big Brother type of, capacity. Let's look that up. I wonder what kind of creepy Big Brother. No, let's go to Google and let's look up Orwell, Big Brother. Let's go to images. So that's it, Big Brother is watching you guys. That's kind of, was that your chair, David, or did you fart? It was probably the chair, but married to just that system. Anyway, so as we get more into this Orwellian type of place where, and I think that in 1984 or Fahrenheit 451, that's so creepy, dude. Fahrenheit 451. Yeah, see, this was another really creepy one, guys. For all of us, you haven't seen this, Fahrenheit 451, or read it, or 1984 by George Orwell. They are very interesting things that you guys should take a look at, because it's very symbolic, and it's kind of interesting to see the direction that the world is going in, as you can see here in this picture, that the paper is burning, because that's kind of the direction that we're going into, is people are going to be burning their paper to stay warm, because everything is going to be digitized. And I mean, yeah, for a lot of people that's scary. For a lot of people it's scary to think, well, what's the use of this book here, or this pile of books? And it would even be illegal to own a book in some instances, to the point where you would have to turn in your papers. I do suggest, guys, to check out Fahrenheit 451 and to check out 1984 by George Orwell. Both of those things will kind of set into place a little bit about the direction that government and Big Brother and everybody kind of seeing what you're doing is like, and it's scary. It honestly scares me. I remember going through Fahrenheit 451 and the book burnings, and I mean, it was really, it's not fun to think about, and that's why I didn't care. I didn't care that people left when we started talking about the fact that, yeah, shit can go wrong, man. You guys can bounce the stream if you don't want to hear about the fact that, yeah, you should be prepping. You should be understanding of the downfalls in the world that can come at any given moment. If you guys don't have water, if you don't have knives, if you don't have guns, if you don't have a little bit of gold and silver, and you don't have some food, and you just have some XRP, then you're setting, you've like bought in half to the principle. You've bought in half to the premise. Because the reason that cryptocurrency was created was to give us a leg up and off of the competition. Everybody else who is still living in that old world, cryptocurrency is going to be your leg up and your introduction into the next world of financial understanding. And maybe at some point I'll dig a little bit into Fahrenheit 451, just to kind of give you guys a little bit more of a look into what the possible future is. Australia, financial regulator suspends 2 crypto exchanges in drug trafficking case. So those would be drug rings and not crypto exchanges. But at the same time, they suspend the 2 crypto exchanges. I'm not even going to read into the article, guys. I got to find a bridge, Dave, and give her 10,000 coins as her wedding present. Any takers? So we're not going to get too much into that, but it's good that they're shutting them down or suspending them while they figure out what happened, while they give themselves the ability to try to locate the wallets, to tell the exchanges, here's the wallet, what's better, gold or silver? That's a great question, Lawrence. Silver is better. And that's a long, long conversation, but silver is better than gold. What do you guys think is better, silver or gold? And then I'll jump into the conversation if you guys started a little bit. That would let me know that you guys have a little bit of intrigue into what is a better asset class or safe haven investment, silver or gold. And yeah, so it's good that they shut this down, no question. Suspend them while they figure out where the wallets are and what they can do to freeze only the drug money as opposed to all of the exchange's money. And this is what's really important, guys. This is what's really important, is that let the exchange be suspended for a little while they freeze all that negative money, while they start to enact and adopt different regulations to hopefully prevent that type of activity in the future. The regulators didn't come down and force them to close down and take their books. No, they suspended them while they do an investigation. So don't be afraid of investigations or blah, blah, blah. No, get into it. Get into it, guys. And I got into this here a little bit. Silver market is controlled. Yeah, you guys get into that conversation a little bit, and I'm going to go back. I'll jump into it with you guys in a second if you guys start it down below. Buy Bitcoin with Zelly. I actually did my first Zelly transaction the other day, which was like kind of intense, kind of crazy, but they access your bank account on one end and they access the other person's bank account on the other end. Basically, that Zelly becomes a verified provider to communicate with your bank and with the other bank. So it's like possibly in the future that XRP or some kind of XRP provider will give you that same type of use case, which is end-to-end communication with XRP in the middle and a provider, a third-party provider sitting in the middle, waiting for the transactions to come through. And it happens instantaneously, very fast with a phone number. So directions like Zelly connected to the old banks, they are going to eventually and inevitably partner with cryptocurrency. All silver has been mined, a scarce resource, value set to go up. All right, so we are getting into the conversation. Did you know Zelly is owned by PayPal? Very cool. Okay, so in regards to silver and gold, gold has been the longest running and most safest haven asset throughout history. Gold and silver are both referenced in the Bibles, in whatever religion you are. So what we have to understand, Doug brought up a very good point, is you've got 2 things you have to take into account. Definitely smash those thumbs up, guys, if you're going to enjoy this part of the conversation. There's 2 things you have to take into account. There is the above ground supply, and there is the in-ground supply and the in-ground estimate, okay? We got to, okay, so gold and silver supply. So that's what you've got to figure out, guys, is the supply of gold versus the supply of silver. Now, the way that it's been mined out of the ground, right? So like mining Bitcoin, when you're mining gold and silver, you set up a thing in the ground and you dig up the ore out of the ground, you process it, and you get your gold and silver out. What ends up happening is that the ratio in which gold and silver is mined out of the ground basically throughout history has been 1 ounce of gold for every 9 to 10 or 11 ounces of silver. So it's been a 1 to 11 ratio, meaning for every 1 ounce of gold you have, you'll be mining out 9 ounces of silver, which technically means the ratio of gold to silver coming out of the ground, 9 to 1. The ratio of gold to silver in actual dollar terms is over 80 to 1. Gold to silver ratio. The gold to silver ratio is over 80 to 1. $1,300 to $16. You kind of have to ask yourself, what's going to be the future? Teresa brought up a great point when she said that technology, the technological use case for silver is massive. The technological use case for gold is extremely expensive and very low. Silver is used in every single solar panel, fuel cells, cell phones, computers, everything. Silver, as far as using in technology, is in every single electronic piece of equipment on my desk right now. Gold is probably only in the computer. So you have to look at it from that capacity. And you have to look at it from this capacity also, guys, is that the silver that we put into our phones, every generation of phone that comes out has minute bits of silver in it. Every single generation of phone, all the way back to the first phones. Silver is one of the most conductive metals, and it's one of the best metals to use in technology, in x-rays, in photography. Every phone that ends up getting put into a landfill, that silver is never going to be extracted from the phone or from this microphone or from out of my telephone on the desk here. That silver eventually will be put in a landfill and lost forever. So what's happening as we're mining the silver out of the ground at a 9 to 1 ratio, gold 1, silver 9, and we have an actual price ratio of 80 to 1. So let's get to the debt tracker. What's it called? National debt clock. Let's go to the national debt clock and let's open up the national debt clock. And it's probably going to freeze the computer down a little bit, but you need to see this here, guys. You know, gold to silver ratios. Oh, you're not going to be able to see that. I got to do it like this. Okay, there we go. That's going to do it. That's going to do it, guys. What can we see here? Okay. All right, so you got to look at this. I'm going to try and pull it this way so you can actually see it. Okay. Look at the gold to silver dollar supply added in 2019 already. Okay. Dollar supply added in 1913. The reason they give you 1913 breakdowns here, notice everything's 1913. Don't get carried away. Don't let the numbers scare you, guys. 1913, what happened in 1913? And I'm not going to tell you guys. One of my bosses, please comment down below and let me know what happened in 1913 that they would be referencing it right here. But dollar supply added, dollar to citizen ratio. Now here we go. Dollar to oil ratio, dollar to silver ratio. In 1913 was $2.65 an ounce, meaning it's going to take you. The dollar to silver ratio now is $671 per ounce. Now they're basing this calculation on specific money supply calculations. So they're using different charts. 1913 recession. That's not the answer we're looking for. But somebody's going to get it. Somebody tell me what happened in 1913. Please. Dust Bowl economic collapse. USA. IRS was formed. The Federal Reserve, guys. The Federal Reserve and employment tax and illegal taxation of the people was created in 1913 for the masses. So that's why they give you all these ratios in 1913 numbers, because from 1913, when they took control, to now, as they're still effing things up, this is what has taken place. It should not be exciting to see, guys, that what we're saying now, that the cost of 1 ounce of silver in 1913 cost you $2.65. But, and they're telling you that the calculation today, based on the currency supply, worldwide monetary, M1, M2, all this other stuff, literally, guys, the dollar valuation of silver today, you guys are excited about getting into XRP. This is what brought me into investing first. I need you guys to try and get this. You guys are waiting for 1,500 times return on your money in XRP. The reason why I got into investing was silver. The reason why I got investing into silver was because of these ratios here. 9 to 1 out of the ground, 80 to 1 or 100 to 1 in dollar value. And an actual valuation based on how many of these fake dollars they put out, that each individual ounce of silver is worth $671, just like each ounce of gold is worth, based on the dollar supply, $5,414. You really have to focus. You got to focus on what we're talking about here. So if you've got a bag full of XRP and no silver, you better hope that the XRP is going to move before the silver does, because the silver at some point is going to move so much farther and faster than gold. Look at this, $28 to $5,000. Okay, huge moves, guys. Definitely morning Batazar. Thank you for coming in, guys. I do appreciate everything you're doing for me in this chat here. And if you guys haven't had the opportunity to take a look at the debt clock here, you got to take a look. This is a very, very trippy website for sure. All of these things. I mean, just look at the national debt climbing second by second by second. It's very intense. It's very intense, guys, to see what is going on behind the scenes. So definitely be invested into your hard assets like gold or silver. Let's take a look on the markets and see what's going on. Did what's its face go down? InGen. Nope. Jeez, it's still going. InGen is still going, guys. That's 660 bucks is 680 now. So we're up another 20 bucks. Go ahead. Go ahead, InGen. Make that money. Smash those effing likes, InGen. Tick-tock. The mouse ran up the clock. That's right, guys. Tick-tock, 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 tick-tock. $22 trillion in debt. Sorry. Let's see what's been going on in here. Some guy knocked on my door asking if I had an old copper that he could any old copper that he could recycle. I said no. He smiled and he revealed his gold teeth when doing so. That's really funny. That is really funny. Anyway, so I do honestly think that this is going to be a part of the future, guys, is that you're going to be able to buy your Bitcoins and your Zellies and all your bank transfers, and everything is going to be interconnected. It's all going to be communication based. Literally everything in the future, guys, is going to be connected. Just like we 57 are here connected right now, it's definitely possible, 100%, that we move this whole thing forward. And like in the case of Zelly, if somebody wants to work on a platform that can connect directly to your bank, right? Zelly is acting as the payment provider. Zelly is making the transfers, I would imagine, on behalf of those that are transferring. I don't think that it's literally the money from the bank account of party 1 going right across the system into the bank account of party 2. I have a feeling like it's party 1 transferring to Zelly, Zelly's wallet with their information on it, then transfers directly to my bank. So Zelly acting like the third-party payment provider. There will be third-party payment providers within the cryptocurrency space at some point. It might not be here yet, but it will come at some point, guys. You've got to stay focused. Stay focused. Because when that happens, when the ability for you to make these transfers from a random bank to a random bank with a center power player of XRP, meaning that the person providing that third-party payment providing service is not going to have so much of future liability, meaning that they're not going to be so intrinsically tied into the valuations of the dollar or the use case of the dollar. They'll be able to remove themselves from the dollar system, give themselves access through the dollar system as a liquidity provider using XRP. XRP will be the liquidity provider from Bank A to Bank B. It's going to be the future. I laugh every time you say Zelly. I've never heard it pronounced with the E at the end. There's an E at the end. Zell? It's not Zell. What is it called? Zell? No, it's Zelly. Already, third-party payment, coin payments, token pay, ecstasy. What up? Zelensky. Thank you for coming in. Hey, all of you new timers, all those new booties in the chat this morning, and all of you wrench gangers, I would actually like to see how much higher we can blow this stream up right now. If anybody's got a Twitter and just says we're going to the moon, share it. I'm live tweeting right now anyway. I think I'm getting Twitter notifications, unless it logged me off and put me onto my other Twitter. No, it didn't. We're still here. We're still here, guys. So yeah, drop in some Twitter shares. Let's try and blow this stream up as we're getting into the end of it. So yeah, that's going to be the future, guys, is that it's going to be an XRP liquidity provider going in between the banks. And that's going to be, it's the go-between between the banks. The banks are going to be all digitized. They're going to remove themselves off the dollar, give themselves their own stable coin that doesn't change in value. Then there's going to be XRP and or fill in the blank of a cryptocurrency. Cucho 1967 bought Bitcoin on Coinbase to try to purchase altcoins on Binance. They put a week hold on any transfers. When did this start? Wow. I don't know when that started. I don't know, man. I'm not getting notifications. I'm getting my notifications, man. To the moon, Alice. Only old heads will get this. Is that Alice like from Brady Bunch? I don't know. It's not Go Ask Alice, that's for sure. Jamie Dimon should have called his coin OPM, other people's money. That's great. No, but it's the future, guys. Other people's money is going to turn into cryptocurrency. At least the bridge is going to turn into cryptocurrency. No question. Who the F is Alice? Jackie Gleason. Oh, from the Honeymooners. That's great. Alex Yeet. That's right. Thank you, Miss Debbie, for joining in the chat. Another lady XRP wrench ganger. The Honeymooners. That's right, guys. I don't think I watched the Honeymooners too much, but I think he did that a lot. Like, oh, no. What's that? Dude, we got it. The Honeymooners is great. We got to pull up a little gif of the Honeymooners. Honeymooners. GIF. Do these things actually play? So there's the Honeymooners. There's Jackie Gleason right there. A bang! A bang! It's so funny. There he is, though. That's the Honeymooners right there, guys. Let's get a check on this market, and let's make sure InGen is still climbing, guys, because I could use a little bit more. Yeah, we clicked the link for sure. One of these days, Alice. Straight to the moon! That is funny. The fastest way to buy cryptocurrency, guys. Buy with credit cards. Okay, I I did not know, never seen the Honeymooners. You got to check out the Honeymooners. It is really funny. Yeah, Gleason used to threaten to knock his old lady out with that line. Yes, absolutely. There was definitely it was a different day and age for sure. The Twitter pages that would have existed back then would have been very, very intense, guys. And this is Coin Mama. I'm trying to find a place that's going to be the most comfortable spot for us to buy cryptocurrency using our credit card. Because if there's some people out there who are really convinced that cryptocurrency is going to do something special in the future, and you think that it's going to happen like tomorrow, and you need to get your last 100 in, or you don't have 100 more, and you want to get 100 more, you got to know where your stable purchasing points are, what they're charging you, and why. But I've done a little bit of research, and I don't know too much about Coin Mama, but we've got to figure it out. We've got to keep doing the research, guys. No question. Let's open up Twitter. I think we got Twitter, Twitface. Wedding Crashers was good for sure. The Wedding Crashers was hilarious. Alex Yeet and 9 others followed me. Wow, nice. Where are we at? How high are we at our sub count right now? You guys follow along at Ripple XRP Social. I wanna be a millionaire so freaking bad. Buy all of the things I never had. Oh man, we're following all of these people now. Look at this. This is gonna be the this is the XRP Zooville gang right here. And you see that, George? I mean, you see that, Borislav, with the drops. Borislav drops the drops, man. I really do appreciate that, guys. And like we said in yesterday's video, that is going to be the way of the future, is micropayments. Micropayments being utilized to contribute. I mean, look, he's giving me a micro donation to share my video. I'm telling you guys, that is definitely the future. Now, whether or not you're somebody who already participates on the micropayment level, and you're already doing tip bot stuff, and you're already doing this, that, and the other. Big Boy Pants. I always try to search at Big Boy Pants, but nothing ever pops up. Carl. I don't think it's Carl. I don't think it's Carl. Oh, Brad Garlinghouse. For sure follow Brad Garlinghouse. This is not you. At Big Boy Pants. Carl is Twitter listening to some tunes. Nope. Tiffany Hayden. Miguel Villas. Yes. Go ahead, Carl. For sale 1818. Got a lot of followers, that guy. All right, guys. And on that note, bang! 50 people in here. Click the link. I always click the links that you send me, dude, but nothing ever pops up. It's always just dead links. I think it's like a phishing attack or something like that. That's it, Dylan. Never clicking your links again, buddy. Sending me these bullshit links that lead nowhere. Trying to get my login information. I don't think so, bro. Stanley, thank you very much. Nice stream with the zoo last night. Very much appreciated. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, that's right. Alex Yeet to the moon, baby. Retweet, baby. Oops, we got to put the X there. That's right, guys. Alex Yeet is definitely in the house. Ah, I'm in Europe. Never had a problem with Coinbase. Just moved some XRP today to see. I have no problem. The only thing I can't talk about is the money out. Only thing, it takes too long to transact. It's Twitter, man. And definitely thank you guys for coming in this stream today. I really do enjoy coming out in the mornings and doing this with you guys. 49 of you in here. If you had an opportunity, guys, please do subscribe to the channel. Follow along on my Twitter at Ripple XRP Social. And for all of those you have not seen, we did an XRP Zoo episode last night, which was amazing. Had a lot of fun. The guys, Kickboy and Malpass and Bones and everybody who participates on that channel, and a lot of our strong hands, our wrench gang, definitely came through. Thank you to Jungle Inc. for getting it set up. And you know what, guys? On the Jungle Inc. note, I promise. They say Blee Netter. I promise, without guarantee, to try and get in touch with Jungle today. You know what, Jungle? I'm going to message you right now. I don't think I've messaged you before. So let's find... You know what? Let's tweet him out. Okay, at Jungle Inc. I'm going to thank Jungle Live. Thanks for setting us up with at XRP Zoo. What a sick crowd. The bottles will be popping for sure. 100%. I want to get that interview set up. Percent. 100%. I'm going to come to SD soon. Let's set up a time. Thanks, boss. XRP, Wrench Gang, and Moonville. That is right, guys. Jungle Inc., thanks for setting us up. It's like I'm talking like there's multiple people in my head. I guess I'll tag myself. No. Well, how do... Thanks for setting me up. There we go. It just sounds so selfish. There you go. Thanks for setting me up with XRP Zoo. What a sick crowd they are. The bottles will be popping for sure. 100%. I'm going to come to SD soon. Let's set up a time. Thanks, boss. XRP Wrench Gang. XRP Moonville. I'm going to send this out right now. I want all my homies, all my big time bosses, boss dogs, boss ladies, to please do retweet this and make sure that Jungle and the entire community gets a hold of another ripple effect, guys, because we are definitely in the house for sure. Lior, shalom, boker tov, lala tov. How you doing today? Ed French, George, use Bittrex, super cheap. I need to send you this pic. You have seen this chart. It was great. You gonna try sending it on Twitter? Get a hat saying Zoo Boy. That'd be tight. You know, David, I looked at the debt clock and added up all the numbers just left on the left-hand side. For example, US 22 trillion down, the world's $65 trillion in debt, and the Rothschild family is worth $500 trillion alone. I'm not going to get into the net worth of the Rothschild on this one. Oh, Teresa is one of the bosses. Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Teresa. My Twitter, XRP Gang. Thank you, guys. And definitely everybody have a happy weekend. Yep, I'm ready. Exit ramps and limits are set for me already. All right, guys, I don't know if you know this, but Ed French is ready to get the F out. Setting me up sounds bad. Need a carpool buddy? Who needs a carpool buddy? Where are we going? Where are we going? If it's to go to San Diego's pretty close. We don't need no carpools to San Diego. If anything, I'm trying to get some carpools set up to Texas for the April 6th meetup in less than a month with CKJ. And even if Ralph Raymond, thank you so much. Cloud Traders, is R3's Corda substitute of Ripple's X Rapid? Substitute? What do you mean substitute? R3's Corda was built, I believe, on the distributed ledger platform and utilizes XRP. Maybe I'm wrong with that. Rich Wit, hey, as Crypto Eddie says, boom, those Twitter notifications are jumping in. You guys definitely share the link that we just, you know what? I'm going to just do it like this. Save, can you share this link? How do you do that? Copy link to, no. Oh, does that do it? Here, let's try that. Maybe. Boom! There it is, guys. There it is. So, follow that link. That is going to be the jungle. Oh, you know what? I did want to do that in every one of our videos. Okay, so what we're going to do now, guys, this should be exciting, is that we need to find... Ah, okay. That's what we're going to do, guys. I know it. Okay, go to YouTube here. I want to find people that... This is what I want to do, guys. Okay. 4 months ago. Let's go to her channel. Let's go to her channel. Oh, 746 subscribers. Okay, that's what we want to do, guys. Here is the link. Copy link address. Check your Twitter, David. I'm going to check it right now. We did this yesterday. Follow this link, guys. And she is so close to her 1,000 subscribers. We need to help get her there. Follow the link, guys. Comment on her video right here. Beautiful sunset in Los Angeles. And let her know that crypto... I've spoken to this girl personally before. And let her know that cryptocurrency is going to be powering her motorcycle at some point in the future. Please, guys, honestly, the same core group that did it yesterday. Go to this video, sub to her channel, and comment on the video, guys. This is an actual friend of mine. Please do it. I honestly think that that is gonna be amazing. It's gonna be such a beautiful blessing on our part as a community to be able to reach out, guys, and extend the hand, just like Ripple XRP is gonna do for us in the future, guys, is reach out, give yourself up to the people. Don't hold yourself back. I really, on behalf of Lucky Bear 57, and I'm going to take a picture of this, and I'm going to send it to her at 746 subscribers, because I want it to be known, guys, that cryptocurrency and the Ripple XRP community as a whole is... I hope you guys are clicking this link right now. Cryptocurrency as a whole, guys, is going to move the world forward. Like we saw in the Cashless articles, and as we looked into what the gold and silver certificates were, no question, we are coming into another time, guys. So please, as my friends, guys, not as just random cryptocurrency investors or whatever, every day during every single video, either at the end or the beginning or the middle, I'm going to put up a channel or a video that I want us to all basically just bombard. I just want them to be completely inundated with cryptocurrency updates. And they're going to get on their phone and they're going to be like, what the happened here? Why are my comments blowing up? Why is my subscribers blowing up? I definitely appreciate it. I'm going to refresh this and see if it has changed at all. Boom, we got one. I'm thinking it's Teresa. Thank you very much, Teresa, for the support. But anyway, on that note, guys, and yeah, Ed French, we should interview Miss Rainmaker. Are you going to the crypto meetup? Wow, cool. Say hi to the XRP family, CKJ Jungle, and others. Definitely going to say hi. But I really do appreciate everything you guys do for me here on this channel, and on behalf of myself and all of the other content creators and providers of information and educators, thank you very much. You guys are the most important thing to us here in this space. We hodl you guys almost as close, or if not higher, than we do our XRP bags. Without you guys, there is no us. Without the bridges that cryptocurrency connects, there is no trolls to live under them. Understand, you guys are the reason that this space is working and will continue to work. It only works if you work it. I hope you guys have a great, great, great day, a most blessed life, whether it be today, tomorrow, or every day in the future. Start planning your future. Don't stand around and wait for the future to be planned for you guys. Anyway, I hope that you have an opportunity. Thank you, Helensky. Let's refresh and get another one. I'm thinking we got to be able to get... Oh, man, it's blowing up. It's blowing up. It's blowing up, guys. Thank you very much. Seriously, we went up 4 subs on Lucky Bear 57. She's going to be at 1,000 soon. She will be... Check the Twitter messages. Oh, Twitter messages. Okay. Twitter messages. Zoo. I don't have nothing. Dylan. I don't have nothing, dude. Have a great day, crypto pioneers. Definitely stay blessed. I do appreciate everything you guys do. Please have a blessed day. Carpe diem, as we say at the end of every stream. Go out and seize the world. An hour and 29 minutes in. I went 29 minutes more than I wanted to this morning, but it's your guys' fault. Thank you guys for showing support for my friend Lucky Bear. She's amazing. Please do, if you guys ride motorcycles, be safe out there. Keep your helmets on. Stay focused and vigilant. And we all will be riding our Vespas on the moon at some point soon in the future, guys. XRP Moonvillers, XRP Lady Wrench Gang, regular Wrench Gang. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Balthazar, definitely holding it down. Thank you guys for everything you do. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks, guys.